Good morning, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, and we finished the prologue yesterday, and now I am the master of the ship, the Lord Captain, and we need some crew. We need more crew. We need like a mechanicus officer, whatever the title was, and some other stuff too. So we have to go look for it. And I'm feeling a bit under the weather, but not too bad. But like I guess it will sap some of my energy. Let's load the game. Let's see what happens. What sort of ordeals will we face? But I am enjoying this game so far, except like it can be a bit like sometimes difficult to make things out, like the relevant things about the game. Like visually it's sort of nice, but it's like, everything sort of like, the characters all look quite same, like okay, these have different costumes and stuff. Anyways, oh, we have a level up, and yeah, I guess the injury has healed. So what is this? Available characteristics. At this archetype rank, it's possible to increase characteristics of the character which define the character skill, scores, number of wounds, hit chance, many aspects. So wait, can we either get a talent or one of these? I think we have to, or we get to choose both. So agility. So that's like initiative, dodge, demolition. I guess I'm still gonna get some ballistics next. Yeah, okay, so we also have to get a talent. Maybe I will take this. Oh, or there was some of these like for my background, Voidborn. Yeah, it's this one. Anytime ability or talent use fellowship bonus, a Voidborn character can instead use intelligence bonus. I'm just wondering, ability. So I guess it doesn't affect like normal die rolls of like, fellowship skill tests. But yeah, I'll take this so I can upgrade intelligence. Then I feel obligated, of course, to start upgrading intelligence as well. Yeah. Jorma. Blood. So toughness, weapon skill. Okay, here it shows it's 30 agility, 40 weapon skill, toughness is 60, strength, I guess weapon skill, and a talent. So what this one we took last time. Oh yeah, so if the enemy doesn't have adjacent enemies or any allies, then we do more damage. I don't know, like how many enemies are not armed with melee weapons. And I think probably the game considers, like, that chaos spawn to have a melee weapon, even though, it uses claws and stuff. If the warrior has less than 50% wounds, they gain more critical chance. Crowd kill. Area attacks deal an additional 3 damage for each enemy in the area of effect. I guess good for cleave. Clenched teeth is again +6 damage deflection against the first attack made by every enemy this combat. It's like this combat, like, does it mean it's passive or active? Like, sort of weird way of expressing it. Disarm. If there are no enemies chasing the warrior at the start of the turn, the warrior's damage is increased by 8 for 1 melee attack. Ramming speed. Increased charge distance by 3 cells. Might be okay. Better die for the Emperor. No heresy. Imperial world characters gain +10 critical chance and +10 armor against Xenos or demonic creatures. The allies gain half the bonuses of No heresy. However, Imperial world characters Lore Xenos and Lore Warp are always 0. I don't think it really matters if this guy has no lore in those, because he's not gonna be my lore master anyways. All allies, including Xenos in the current party, gain +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen humanity's finest. So what is that? What characteristic? Excluding Xenos. Okay. So I guess we can have Xeno party members. Yeah. Okay, I want to see what is humanity's. Is it toughness? There's like +5. How can we see? Is it active abilities, talents? Right. Humanity is fine. Yeah, toughness. Yeah, that's why it's +5. Okay. So it would give everybody +5 except Xenos. That sounds okay. Maybe I'll take this. Yeah, because allies gain half the bonuses. I'll take this one. And then weapon skill. Okay. Intelligence perception. Wait, let's see. No. I think probably willpower. Because she is a psyker. Like, I don't know what, like, of course she's operative, they need intelligence. But I guess, so can we get like, so the recommended features, favorite features, offense. So are these like, let's see what are recommended. There's no recommended features, that's weird. Ready to serve. Psyker minoris. First psychic power used each turn increases fail degradation by 2 points less. If this talent reduces the effect of fail degradation to less than 0, fail degradation is instead decreased by 1. That sounds good. Because fail degradation, I assume that's the thing. Ah, my son woke up already. Go have a look, I'll be right back. Yeah, hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. My son woke up, but he seems still quite tired, so now maybe he can fall asleep on my lap. see, like veil degradation. What does it actually say? When Psychers reach deeper into the warp to power their abilities, there is always a chance of the Empyrean bleeding into our reality, unleashing its destructive influence. Use of psychic powers in battle by both allies and foes tears at the veil between the materium and the immaterium, between reality and the nightmarish realms beyond. While the veil holds, using psychic powers presents little danger and their use merely triggers psychic phenomena, but should veil degradation reach 15, the chance to cause psychic phenomena doubles, and perils of war may occur anytime a major psychic power is used. The chance for it to occur is equal to 10 plus psi rating plus veil degradation. Okay, that many percentage. I think that looks decent. Nimble. Yeah, let's just take stabilizing factor then. Okay. Then her. Why doesn't she have the humanity's finest? Oh, agility. Why isn't it marked like +5 there? Alright. Let's level up her as well. Gets ballistics. So she got this last time. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains plus 20 more damage for the next attack in the current combat. Camaraderie. Adjacent allies. No, I don't think that sounds so good. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first archetype ability used in each combat by this character costs 1 AP. Well, this is terrible because my the main character has the same archetype as her. No heresy. She could also get that. What's her? Yeah. Let's see. Like, what's her intelligence? So she's not that good at lore either. Maybe that's like, you know, a good way to, like, you know, have many characters have no heresy, and they should stack up, right? Yeah, Imperial World characters, but it's just Imperial World. Let's see, like these are the class skills. Oh, no, it's because she's a priest, whatever. The chain and power weapons. I don't know if she has any of those. Warhammer Furious recitals for 1 round. The priests themselves and the allies gain radius to some More weapon damage. Litany of hatred. Well, that sounds cool though. Hate crime, hate crime. See if there's anything interesting down here. Echo Pulse, what's this? Enemies hit by this character's arc rifles suffer a number of Echo Pulse stacks equal to... I don't know what is Echo Pulse, I don't want to find out now. Increases wounds by half of the character's level. Yeah, alright. Let's go. I guess Litany of Hatred. That sounds cool. Alright, finally we're done with the leveling up. Yeah. I think there's a level up save file. I guess I should start overwriting some old painful level up here. Overwriting some old saves already. So where are we supposed to go now? Kronos Expanse map. Okay. Rykad. Scan is required. Visit Rykadophilia, the prison planetoid. What's this? Is this where we are? Guide, make contact with the Navis Nobility station. Unidentified void ship. No. Oh, okay. So this is where we are. Alright, and we can just... Not explored. So this is the station. I guess we can go there. Lord Captain reporting. The heralds of the Navis Nobility continue to maintain vox silence, perhaps due to Urak 5 being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are to turn the ship around immediately. We also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobility House requires aid, therefore cannot respond to a Vox transmission. Order the Augur crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear static and Vigdis's measured voice. The officers from the Augur crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators' heralds ignoring us? Contact the station again, I will negotiate personally. The Vox relays the cadent sound of grinding gears and clicking tumblers. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by the rogue trader. A declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Turn back. No one dares give me orders. No, Lord Captain, of course not. Order a crew to commerce docking with the station. Yeah, let's try it. No way this can go bad. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely. May the God Emperor light your path. Choose party members. Well, of course. So how many? Okay, I guess it's 6. Like in Baldur's Gate or Pathfinder or Kingmaker. Can we find more party members here?
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess! What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you will be consigned to oblivion for your transgressions against House Aurelio. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servants of the damned. In the name of House Aurelio, I command you to execute the infidels. So who are the baddies here? Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guest on the station. Felek Orcelio, a tall man, stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales on his fiery face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of the forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. So yeah, it's just Sea of Souls is the warp. Deceased brother, it was the Emperor's will that brought me to this abode. The navigator frowns. No one has the right to interpret his will so freely, brother. But wait, I recognize your coat of arms. You must be a lord of the von Valancios dynasty. Yes, I am absolutely positive, in fact. And since fate has brought such an important person into my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of this station. So you did not come to offer support to the traitors. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Uruk 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orcelio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say that you are not on the guest list. Guess first, what is happening at the station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal, most banal thing in the life of the nobility, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend Theobald Orcelio, the second keeper of Uruk 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivable. They dared to take her prisoner, greedy scum. I swear by the throne's lights, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felek falls silent for a few moments, then furiously slams at the end of his staff into the floor. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia, now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. I still have question. I don't know. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Philip takes his hand away from his ribcage, notices blood, and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctioned with the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part, and the other was lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of the sacred mechanisms will help you rebuild the rod. The tech priest ceaselessly performed the rites of the appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Why should I help you? Yeah, I want Navigator. He has to come with us then. You came to this station for a reason, but House Orselio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that we will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the power of our navigators. I guess sounds good. How am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence, and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. I guess that makes sense. So, what have you decided, descendant of one Valencia's line? I still have questions concerning the situation on the station. Our idle chatter will not save Lady Cassia, but if you need to be sure of something before you can help, so be it. Tell me about your mistress. Regretfully, I am not allowed to discuss my mistress, whether with her retinue or the outsiders. She will tell you about herself personally if she feels like it. This is assuming she survives. I am begging you not to waste any more time. It's running out. Why did you not respond to messages from Rykad Minores? Like, everybody, like, all the bosses seem female. I already have said Yurak 5 is sacrosanct. It is the holy domain of Navis Nobilita, and it is forbidden for commoners from the world below. We had hoped to solve the crisis on our own, but when the situation spiraled out of control, we could not establish contact because the traders had disabled our equipment. My men have reported the station is in deplorable state. Navigator irritably brushes away a strand of bloodied hair. Trust me, I should know. Everything happened too quickly. There were dozens of reports of accidents, victims, failing systems. But the only precious thing about this station is Lady Cassia's life. Everything else is futile and can be easily replenished. Okay, enough questions. I hope your curiosity is fully satisfied. Take him by force. Okay, I guess this one. The woes of your house upset the balance of power in this part of galaxy. I will help you if not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, rogue trader, and may the Emperor's light be with you. We got Phylactery of Blood. Phylactery is actually some sort of Jewish hat. Originally, I think. So we can name that. Let's see, do we have any loot to be had here? Oh, examine awareness 100.
Bright, pure color.
The corpses will mold by a force
Horrible
far
veins that carry the
beyond
poison of fear
any
and
mortal
pain throughout its
capacity.
body.
The faces are twisted in pain and the
Who
hands are
are
fused with
you?
improvised
Why are you
weapons, tools,
crying?
scissors, cutlery.
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode
Oh.
of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
Turn on. Is this the elevator? Oh, there's enemies on the other side. Oh, I see goods. I see goods are green. Multipass. Lilu Dallas multipass. I guess let's go jump.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
We jumped so quickly we didn't even see the animation. Oh, it's a trap. Let's disarm it. There's a trap up ahead. Order your character to disable it. If a character enters a trapped area or fails the test to disarm it, the trap will trigger, dealing damage and inflicting injuries on all characters within an area of effect. Sometimes you will see a trap marked with a red area and connecting dotted line. This is the mechanism, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just like Baldur's Gate and stuff. Different skills are used to discern different types of traps. Okay, that's good to know.
Let the attention to detail is the key to success.
Should I divine our next step?
The Emperor favors me today.
The Emperor protects. The Emperor. Oh, that's goods. And Medicaid. Okay, a die roll. Do we succeed? Most of these unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open.
The Divine watches over us.
Some books, Saint Drusus stuff. Oh, there's something here. Oh, stand firm. We must not let the miscreants defile House or Celio. Fire at will for House or Celio. Arsenio Hall. Speeding up animations in combat. In combat, you can significantly increase the animation speed of your enemies and allies. To do so, hold the assigned space key by default. Okay, whatever. So right, this is, yeah, the only stairs up here are there, so let's see. Have Lord. Guess you can just stand there then. Because there's no good cover for him except, you know, here, but it's far away.
Weapon at the ready. My faith strengthens me.
Argenta. So how long is the range in my... See, can we kill these guys? Okay, killed a couple of guys. Run and gun. And then yes, these guys. Okay. Not too bad. Furious recitals. It's once per combat. Or the cooldown, does it mean that we can cool it down once per combat? I'll be right back. Okay. Had to lift my son a bit because he was getting bored sitting on my lap, so now he's playing, which is good. Ah. Okay, now I know what he wanted. I didn't want my toy thingy. Let's see. How long is the range in this? It's too far. Okay, we can. Okay, let's try this.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of
Nice. It's sort of cool that there's so many, like, there's many enemies, but many of them die easily. But then there's some like bosses that don't die so easily. Okay, let's see what is exploit. If the operative hits a target with an exploit, attack deals 5 times perception bonus more damage. Okay. And okay, that removes our exploits. Alright. I guess. Put an exploit on the boss dude. Alright.
Follow my lead.
That guy doesn't seem smart.
Break their morale.
Maybe that's not the smartest tactic in the universe that they are currently using, but I guess I shouldn't complain. Sort of. So there's like the difference in height actually matters. We cannot attack this and that guy. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we killed one guy.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Let's shoot this guy. Yeah, miss.
I will not be deterred.
I will not be determined. I will be very insecure. So wait, there's still one random dude up there.
A tactically sound approach.
Did we hit? I was distracted. Yes, too far away, and there's obstacles in the way. Can't do that. How about
At your
this?
beck and call.
I guess.
weather the storm.
Oh, they're shooting at us. Oh, she could use Revel in Slaughter. Does she have Racket? No. Winded. So if you use Revel in Slaughter, let's use this then. And can we shoot these two? No, they're like in different levels, so it doesn't work. Can we get close? Let's go. Oh, how about just how about that one guy up here? Can we actually shoot this guy? Of course, there's cover and everything. So it's 18% hit chance. Yeah, that's not very good. I'm not gonna.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Damn it. Okay, well we can run and gun. I don't know. Let's be reckless and go here. Try to shoot somebody again.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Be the fire in my heart. Yes.
Momentum.
Oh, we could use heroic attack, dismantling attack. Immediately inflicts +1 exploit on each enemy in combat and makes a free attack against the target. It's too far away. I don't think we should be using this right now. Let's go here. Can we use? No, it's too far away. How about if we use shout thingy? Also too far away. She has a gun. Let's go here. Stupidly go here. Can we use lightning? All right, we can use lightning from here. Okay.
I know what is to come. Be gone.
Nice.
Was that you? Or
Let's cast it on Abelard.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, run away. Ah, okay, he's telling that guy to shoot.
Weapon at the ready.
This guy definitely deserves to get shot because he seems very incompetent. He's not very smart. I don't know. Let's just keep one.
And so shall it be done.
Did it hit? Okay, 5 energy damage dealt. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Abelard. Charge. Nice. That guy's dead. Then I guess we have to shoot this guy from here. Oh, we can't. Okay, fine, let's use that thingy. Oh yeah, we could also use the momentum stuff. should. We could, but the chance to hit is very low. No, wait, it's her. I thought this was the Psyker. I guess let's
Guided
use.
by faith.
Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
All right. Let's see.
I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Oh. Not the. What happened? Oh, did we kill the guy? I thought we didn't hit. Okay.
Know your duty.
What's this? Last gun. I guess this can scrap it. Well, you know, ooh, a flat chest plate. I guess we might be, you know, getting more party members somewhere on this station. Muted flesh sample. Flesh sample with numerous outgrowths covered in mesh of bluish black veins. So is it this like evidence that there's some chaos stuff going on? There's a door over there. Well maintained. Last pistol. Let's bring one last piece, maybe one more. Why are there still these lines here? No, I don't think we're gonna be needing those. What's this? Intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor. Well, you're a strapping lad. You will probably make it to cycle or 3. It has worn down better men than me. What even is the point if our brains turn into mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down. Keeper Felix said the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway, unlike that fish-eyed. Okay. So who is the child exactly? Is it like the, you know, some noble prince or something? Library full of treatises, most distinguished scholars of Imperium, from Astra Militarum to tacticians to adeptus mechanics genitors.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Lady Navigator statue looks pristine and new. Oh, goods. Pontificus Geladius on the training of worthy servants at the court of Navis nobility. A good majordomo attempts to nurture only the finest of flowers in the garden that is their master's life. Therefore, new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with the utmost care, so the garden's trees may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help you separate the precious seeds from the wild thorns that cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. Lesson 1. A faithful servant always makes sure their mistress info. So their mistress' room's garments are clean. Faithful servant will never offer their mistress the same dress presented earlier in the cycle. A faithful servant offers their mistress a glass of fresh water upon waking. A faithful servant tastes each dish and every drink before serving it to the mistress. You know, it would be horrible to be like a dignitary and other people would have to taste your food. It seems very unhygienic. A faithful servant will have mastered the art of styling their mistress's hair. The total time that 5 servants can spend on arranging the mistress' coiffure should not exceed 3 revolutions of the chronometer. A faithful servant lives for the mistress and gladly gives their life for her as well. A faithful servant, okay. A faithful servant eats some scheisse.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Faithful servant. Oh, lore. What's this?
I rise above hardships.
Statue of the famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon of the Magnificent, 23rd year of this millennium original. So there's a door here and a door here. Which one are we supposed to go through?
With
We
each
should deal
step,
with this.
I forge my
Oh,
destiny
it's a
among
trap.
the stars.
Never doubt me.
Navigator's flesh sample. Flesh sample with fragments of scales and rudimentary webbed fingers.
Damned warp.
Damn.
If we'd been in real space, I'd have.
Idira, stop castigating yourself. Your soothsayings have always been vague. Even if you had her, who among us would have realized that it was Lady Theodora who was in peril?
Okay, let's open the door.
Accomplished. Stay faithful and you will be rewarded.
Where's the trap? There's guards, but wait. What? Why? Where's the trap? Wait. Is it on the? Is here? The trap is here. We spotted it through the door. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Let's go fight these dudes. Okay, they.
Duty prevails.
The faith guide my path to glory.
Is this hallowed fingerbone charms? So are these baddies or not? They're just talking. Did you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. No, I see them. You're in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. Sir, what are you doing? Get hold of yourself, sir. I know you're all traitors, all of you. They told me, they whispered. Who are you? who shot him? Was it one of our guys? Oh yeah, we got some... we got some armor. Like, is there anybody who should wear this? We have this kind of chest plate already. This guy has this armor deflection, dodge penalty, armored body glove. Oh, I remember these from the role-playing, from Dark Heresy. Mesh chest plate. Yeah, so I guess these are quite crappy, the ones we got. Well, this is the one he has. Adolf. Yes, crappy auto pistol. I'm pretty sure, you know, calling them scrappy is sort of like, you know, polite way of saying crappy, or seeing whatever I'm rambling about. Data crypts, age 41, okay. Half effaced description, okay, so maybe this is for solving some sort of puzzle. Research notes of Navis Laboratorium Custodian Fortunata Orselio Part 13. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growth so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis nobility. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery, but let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must ready the organ extraction. Whatever. I don't want to read all that now. Oh, there's some
Let
boots.
us walk this path to the end.
What's this? There's a light. For some reason, Arch Enemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. So, can we talk to these guys? It hurts so much. Pain in my chest. Okay. Well, it's their suffering room, apparently. They just like to suffer. Oh. Oh, there's a 2% chance of failure, I have to say. Lockpick. What?
I have proven myself yet again. We are bound by the blood of martyrs. The duty prevails.
Sorts of stuff here. More kind of stuff. This game is all about stuff. We're getting stuff. Ooh, long lass. It's like Legolas, but long. And the armor. Let's see. Carapace, just... Yeah, this is just much better than that crappy chest plates, right? Consumables. You have found an item. Grenades, stimulants, medikits, other consumables can be placed in quick access slots. Right, so it was this thing. Fire grenade. Fine, let's equip. Oh, we have like... her. Another door over here. Awake the cogitator spirits. Is this where we are supposed to come? The cogitator's windscreen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, levers was ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Awaken the cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked windscreen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. General term for light source, presumably an electric one. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator systems. Request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the screen. Felek Orselio located main shore status alive. Theobald Orselio location upper chambers alive. Calamir Orselio upper chamber status deceased. Alexius Orselio location low level status deceased. Rasmus Esteban Orselio deceased. I think Felek might be affected by chaos or something, so maybe we have to find Theobald. Calamira is not Cassie, it's not the same we are supposed to be saving. The child location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress level exceeds permissible limit, status unknown error, attention calming pursuits, advised attention, upper chambers inaccessible error, control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact station keeper and Navis laboratorium custodian. So is the child the one we're supposed to be saving? Examine the log. The archive data on the cogitator's data crypt is partially corrupted, but you still manage to access residual logs of the examination. Vox report 12AH blah blah blah. The Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear, "This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. Tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back." The officer's speech is interrupted by shouting and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. I like it, in this game when people, bystanders die. It's plenty of them. Like our ship had 2,000 deaths or something, and it's like 200. It's not like 2 or 20. No, it's more zeros. Have you located traces of mechanical interference? Preliminary causes: officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officer, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Cyan for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply, cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own. To remain vigilant, anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. I like that attitude. Following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make even a single word. Examine the recent entries of the incident log. Report X880, originator classified, date classified. Servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. Negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Data expunged. Okay. Examine docking log. Log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Regent Aronso Orselio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Okay. Examine security and life support logs. Yellow lights above the control panel flicker to life, and a singular repeating message streams down the vidscreen. Warning: damage in technical compartments A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning: living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning: unable to access station's docking system. Warning: energy regulation system, unknown era. The station will transfer over emergency power, immediate evacuation of the facility, advice warning. Encrypted data. Something buzzes in the cogitator's metallic gut. Several red lumens light up above the vid screens. Required level access, security captain or above. Current access level, senior security officer. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna save and then let's try to hack in. Hacker. Oops. So examine log, encrypted data. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. The cogitator's overloaded processors were unhappily. 7 experience. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete, pick flow, disable access code, annual station controls delete, activated shuttle self-destruct purge command log. Okay, quite sure what that means. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, "Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support system, but the keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, neither had I. Could it be that?" Okay, return to... Switch to the main chamber controls. Cogs within sacred mechanism slowly starts turning with heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirits grant you access to station control, at least its parts that still obey the cogitator. Open all doors on the levels, sure. The cogitator's windscreen goes dark as if the machine spirits had fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect, as it feels the static just a few moments later. You barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of the rapidly changing symbols. Data corrupted, processing, error. I had no idea. The cogitator takes a few moments to gather data from the station's active systems. Following the message, the protocol had been executed, passage has been opened. Okay, wait, we get back to where we're supposed to be. With screen blinks and mechanisms of the machine's core emit quiet hum. Main elevator controls. Few manipulations of the switches make you realize the elevator to the upper chambers is blocked. Activate the elevator. Processing query confirmed. Okay. So we powered the... Call Reigen Minoris for help. System cannot carry out your command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the cogitator's mechanisms. Okay, you thank the machine spirits to reset the operating protocol.
With each step, I forge my destiny.
I think the world would be a better place if computers worked like they do in, in 40K, if they worked in real life like that. The machine spirits and everything. Yeah, okay, I think we explored this area. Clear. Let's see what's on the other side of that. Athletic man.
Unexpected result.
Oh, there's goods. Mars pattern sword and noble silk gloves. Okay, let's see, let's have a look. What sort of gloves? Tech use. Persuasion. What's our persuasion? It's 40. Is anybody even close? we can switch between them if we need to. But I think it's gonna be like more likely that, like, you know, there's gonna be an abrupt need for persuasion rather than tech use, because you usually get to, you know, wait and save and do that in peace. This sword, Mars pattern sword, primitive sword. How does it compare with this one? Chain sword. Strike and cleave. Chain weapons deal 20 plus 25% critical damage. So, oh, this has more armor penetration, more damage. It's just like the critical hit is worse, but I guess.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
Oh,
ours.
there's goods here. Warp Seer's goggles. Well, we're not gonna put them on. I think the logic one is probably better. Oh, it's double for her, I think. Well, I guess she can wear the goggles. So what's her warp? No, lore 41. Oh, her warp lore is actually now better than ours. I guess that's good. So, oh, heresy has found its way into the walls of this esteemed house. Black day for the Navis nobility. What's going on?
Know your duty.
So what is going on here? Is it cold or what? Cold room. Okay, now the effect is gone. I don't know what's that.
Let the fates
So was this
guide
door
my path to
closed? Heavy
glory.
door is secured by a sophisticated mechanical lock. There must be a way to unlock it from somewhere else. Ah, okay. So where were we supposed to go? Is there still something here? Are we supposed to go back to talk to that guy? Ferrero
We are bound by the blood of
Ferris
martyrs.
Bueller? Ferrero Rocher? Fecal urgency? Guess I don't see any other exits here. How's this loot? There's still loot here. Okay,
With each step,
you can actually. Ooh,
I forge my destiny among the stars.
data crypts. Okay, age 40k.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Jocular implant. Ooh. A Reaper auto pistol. And a frag grenade as well. Okay, sure, let's give everybody a frag grenade. If we have 4 of them. What's this? A Reaper auto pistol. Is it better than this auto pistol? I guess it is. How about his last pistol? Which one is better? I guess the last pistol is better. Argonaut, I guess he can use that.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Like if he runs out of ammo or something. Jump.
Nothing's
supposed to go
impossible for
back.
this old officer.
Oh, what was this? Turn on. We didn't. Control rod is required. Ari, it's meaning it may cost the mistress her life. Okay. But we don't know where to go. So we didn't open.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
But didn't I unlock all the doors with the computer? Has it been, like, relocked? Okay, I guess we have to go back to the computer then, or the cogitator. Cogitor, whatever it is. Combantula burbadaba.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Here. This is the... Okay. So... Main chamber controls. Open all doors on the level. So maybe, do I have to like find the right option? According to the report, the door has already been opened. Okay, so is the...
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Is it actually opened, or are we talking about a different door? No. Okay. The computer is lying to us. Loot. Wait, there's still loot here. Well, let's try to play with the computer again. Okay, how about this one? Drawers. Or do I have to open like every door? Push few buttons in the control panel, but the system rebels and keeps resetting your commands. According to the data, compartment you're trying to open is depressurized. Cogitator. Okay, this has been opened. Oh, okay. Something happens finally. Alright, now it's open. Okay, protocol has been executed, passage opened. Alright. Let's go get the loot. I thought I took all the loot from everywhere.
My faith is my shield.
Meteorite chunk. Shard of fused meteorite still cold with the icy breath of the void. Alright, let's save and see what we find in this chamber. Chamber of Harry Potter's. Ooh, that's goods. Biogel, viscous translucent substance. Ew, I don't want your viscous substances. Black water, purified sample from the ocean world, OM42K 000. Hissing, foul-smelling liquid, unidentified acid. Psi crystal, shimmering crystal that emits ghostly light. Flesh sample. Flesh sample of tender pink color, untouched by mutations.
I rise
Synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor. Barely discernible traces stretch to the side of the opposite entrance. What's this? Data crypt. K04. Hey. What's this? Caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils from broken glass crunches under foot. Somebody wanted to destroy this laboratory or find something. My god, there's so many different things, but this is the laboratory and there's a guy here. Research notes of Navis Laboratorum, Custodian Fortunata Orselio, Part 12. More and more servants are being influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finely grinding the reagents to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. The Tech Priest blessed the data crypt H41OK for the calculated number of chronoturns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start.
With each step,
Lady Cassius Medikey. Hey y'all, they just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. What's this? Adamantite. So remake control rod. Time passed 10 minutes. Okay. How about all this stuff? Tissue flask. Okay, let's save before we do something wrong. Alchemy. So data crypt connector. So I think, was it this one? Catalyst flask, so no acid at least. Reagent flask, we don't have anything for that. Psi crystal.
The Emperor gave me a vision.
So what did that do? Goods. Crystal dust. Okay, so we destroyed that. Yeah, so I guess I shouldn't. We have to get the flask anyways, right? So we need more stuff. to finish playing with this. I mean to, you know, play around with this alchemy stuff here. Laboratory. Oh, there's goods here. Laboratory Journal H4045 LS. Experimental section. Child's influence on the psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Access level or Celio T prime. Source subgroup lowborn male. Test subject exhibits signs of acute stress. The majority of perished blood lost within a day of being placed within laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt discharge of ocular secretions tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of internal environment. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died within the Chronout zones. Later, extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation within the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void forms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. So another experiments. Lowborn female. Subject died within an hour of entering laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Chunks bitten off. Cause of death, severe head injuries, blah blah. Experiments. Paralyzed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by manufacturing accident male. Length to conversation. The last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child. Whatever. I don't know. I don't think there's any advice on what to do about the test. Laboratory.
It is Von Valencia's bloodline.
Let's go jump.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Yes, exactly. Experience points. Felek Roselia looks a little better. Tangled hair is now neatly braided. His wounds are tightly bandaged. There is some healthy color under the scales of his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Idira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder, and then she starts mumbling. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. Sauron, they all wear masks so poor and flimsy they fall to the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, the other a traitor. Tell me more, what paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whisperers are giggling hastily. They will not speak. They naughty little things. They say they are tearing off masks. Is your concern, okay. Thank you. Everything is clear now. Yeah, very clear. Indira nods tiredly and glances at Felek out of the corner of her eye. The station has enough problems without sorcery, Psyker. Felek fades Indira off and looks at you expectantly. Keep the key. There is darkness in swirling in Felek Orselio's bottomless eyes as he bares his sharp teeth in a defensive snarl. Care to explain yourself, Sian of Von Valencia's dynasty? What is the meaning of this? Who is the child mentioned in the documents and reports found on the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The keeper folds his arms and shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the station servants call Lady Cassia, for the commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. That's Philip gives an indifferent shrug. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the science of a noble bloodline? The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unharmed or feeble. Did you really think me as servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying the shuttle, shutting off the power, and disabling security systems. Too many things required special access available only to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you're aware, there were two keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald or Celio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Uruk 5 and our noble line. I saw the security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station systems, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time, could not have initiated self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or... Felix stern face twisted in disgust. You dare suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of his way to preserve what little there is left? By the Emperor, you will keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. I listened to the recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient toward them, purposefully neglecting security protocols. I was lenient, this is true, and in the end I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left nothing of my home. Enough lies, Felek. I'm certain you are the one behind this coup. Felek nods wearily. I suppose it is time to remove my mask. Congratulations, you got me. But did you really expect me to be sincere this entire time? To welcome you with open arms, an ally of the Tisiphone and her monster, the accursed child who has tormented the navigators of House Earth Celio for years. Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy our house, and I cannot let that happen. What are you babbling about? I know nothing of this Tisiphone and monsters of any kind. You do not. Felix hesitates for quite a while. In that case, accept my sincere apology for the deception and my earlier behavior. I had no intention of making an enemy of Avon Valencia's heir, nor of destroying the station that served as my home for many years. They left me my choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chambers. An evil, a plague, a pestilence in our bloodline that seeks to destroy House Celio from within. And Theobald and his followers, just mindless fanatics serving this evil. Lady Cassia is a scion of a merciless tyrant, but it is not her relation to Tisiphone that is terrifying. She is a monster whose powers drive the servants insane in mere turns. Turns? Like melee turns? A cursed child who can kill a navigator from the Urcelia bloodline with just a look. I alone managed to get close enough to her over the years. She lowered her guard and trusted me. At long last, I rid my house of the curse. This is the truth. All navigators are abominable mutants and monsters, so what? Felek clutches the precious staff in a hand resembling a kraken's tentacle. I may be a mutant, and yet monsters may wear many pleasant guises. Do not believe everything you see. Perhaps you are ingratiating yourself to me, hoping I will let down my guard. I cannot change the past and dare not hope you will ever trust me again, but I swear by my words and my apology are genuine. But he did, you know, start by talking about the Emperor. Like, if he was truly evil, could he use the Emperor's name in vain? If your cursed child agrees to become my navigator, I will gladly rid you of this burden. I sort of like the idea of this weird freak, like even a bigger freak than normal, to become the navigator. You do not understand this. Felix stops mid-sentence, makes a brief pause, and dons himself. You're correct, this may work. It certainly is possible. You're gonna need this charm. Felek hands you a precious stone without a setting. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch, no matter how long you hold it in your hand. If you manage to press it against the monster's skin, whether by force or by guile, the baleful influence of her powers will recede. You will be able to take her and leave the station. Just wondering about the... Discovered that corrupted flesh of a mutated reacts most unusually the crystals we purchased from the Winter Scale Dynasty. I strongly recommend finely grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid. So corrupted flesh. Should I still go try this? Like
Nothing's
the
impossible for
laboratory
this, old
stuff.
officer.
Labby. But it is not, now we cannot.
Know your duty.
Ah, we can, okay. It's just tissue. So corrupted, mutated. This is untouched. Okay. Navigator flesh. Maybe this. So it's 41. Okay. I guess. Catalyst flask. At least don't use acid. I don't know, let's try black water. Transducer. See what this does.
I need to look closer.
Crystal dust. Let's see what the...
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Okay, okay, this stuff is still here. So this stuff does not. It's only the... But if we use the biogel, and I don't know. Now we have to take this. How about I don't know, meteorite chunk? I don't know, maybe this is something that we should do later. I don't really understand exactly what we're supposed to be doing. I don't know if it's some optional, or is it like to generate the item that we got from Felek. that, you know, suppresses the powers of the child for a while or something. Like maybe there's another way, like if he doesn't give it to us, we could generate something like that
Unexpected result.
ourselves. I'm not quite sure. So sad. Cassia, ooh. The pale figure with unnaturally long hair covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet, misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under the disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. When your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Willpower test succeeded. You are enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead. Your heart hammers in your chest. Your heart. And the desire to turn and flee from this room, from the station, almost gets better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing you to retreat. 5 experience. Yadira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, ow, ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough, now this one barging into my head. Somebody stop her. See. Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head while her white hair veils her face. Requires iconoclast follower, okay. Lady Cassia, I am here to help you. Please calm yourself. Persuasion test succeeded. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and a howl of a small wounded animal. What's happening? Was somebody calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? Who are you? 5 experience. Adolf Argonaut von Valancius, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unease settles over her features and she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners, Adolf Argonaut. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for a house. What is this? I feel faint. Oh, okay. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you, sacred child? Stone preserve. Despite his venerable age, Navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You. The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky-eyed, bare eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I am warning you, one wrong move and I will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one is so deranged, it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Abelard places a hand on his weapon. My son is getting bored. I guess persuasion. At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening on Urek 5. Test succeeded. I'll grant you that you do not look like pirates who have come Coveting the riches of a wrecked station like scoundrels in Felix service. Who are you? We gain experience. Adolf Argonaut von Valencios, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times. Ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry your answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy out of our house today. You decide. What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in this room? Theobald frowns. Curse! You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft, Idra mutters under her breath. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child, take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child, deliver her safely to Regent Aronso, acting head of House Orselio in the Coroner's Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia, and such a painful furrow appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. I want to know what happened between you and Felek. Felek is my wayward student. He came to Europe 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another trader. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of the house, a sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of Novatsars, Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy! The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up Novatar's throne. So choose whose side you are on, a murderous traitor or lawful scion of the noble house. Theobald speaks these words softly, looking at the unconscious young woman with reverence. Felix said the child is a monster, a legacy of a tyranny that must be wiped out. And you believe him? After everything he has done to the station, Felix only wishes to dispose of the heir and take the reins of his blood-stained hands. Do not besmirch Lady Cassia's good name. The child is the holiest and most innocent creature on this entire station. You are talking as though you expect to die here. He shrugs indifferently. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds of Felek inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne. Slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There's Medicae on the deck of my ship. He shakes his head. No, I am the keeper of Uruk 5. Will perish along with my station. On that note, I have matters to attend to. How could you lose control of your own station? Do not trust my errors in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and Yembara. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or far-fetched idea of a bright future. I believe I have made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. sick of the station. I'm taking Cassie and you and Felek will suffer less enviable fates. Felek is a true monster. I want Cassie, so should I just attack him then? I guess. I'm taking Cassie and you and Felix suffer a less enviable fate. I don't wanna, can't we do it diplomatically? I don't really like these choices. Like, can't we just like, how about, or you know, promise him that yeah, we are gonna take Cassia to whoever he wanted, to Tisiphone or whatever, and Tidiphone, and then just keep her. Yes, let's just attack then. Rash for words that will cost your life. The old navigator balls his fist, veins on his arm bulge back, and his third eye opens. To me, defenders of the child, duty calls.
For the faithful, for the Emperor.
See, let's put this guy here. Theobald. I don't know. Let's do it like this. Let's see. Visions of Triumph.
Moving out. I will endure. I must not falter. I'm not injured.
Ow.
I'm enraged.
I'm enraged. Even my son thought that was funny. What does this do? Momentum. No.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, we hit some people, we didn't kill them.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice. Oh, okay. Good hit.
The Emperor commands.
Brace for impact. Okay, nice hits. I like that.
And so shall it be done.
Nice hits are nice. That's unquestionable.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay, didn't kill, but we hit Theobald.
My faith strengthens me.
My faith strengthens me.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion. Follow my lead.
Ow.
Stay vigilant.
Unquestionable order. Oh, it's healing.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay, let's do a... Maybe just walk here first. Walk and cleave them.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Oh, they didn't die, either of them. Okay, can we charge this guy? Okay. Was that Theobald? I think so. Yes. Unlimited power. Nice. Cassius Defender. And a forewarning, maybe her, because she's taking damage. Yeah, nice. Missed. Oh, we can use this.
In thy light
All
I
right.
stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands.
Nice hit.
Faith without deed eradicated. I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will. Doubt is for the weak.
Come on. Don't be so... 65%. How about this guy? Okay. He got hit. She's out of attacks.
I will not another step
Nice.
towards our ultimate victory.
Follow my lead.
Guess we cannot use charge. It's 1% chance to hit.
At your beck and call.
Oh no, so unlucky.
It will be done.
I can't believe how unlucky I am. I didn't hit with 1% chance.
But of course.
Okay. Rebound, that's not good.
On it. Will do.
Let's move here and shoot
As
this
the
guy.
Emperor commands, I act.
Nice shot.
Faith
Run and
without
gun.
deeds is worthless.
No, fail.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
Good, we hit.
And so shall it be done. Let this
Nice.
be a warning to all who oppose us.
What have you done? Don't touch me, I will manage on my own. But is she coming with us? Improved light. Enforce a light carapace. Is this stuff of Arcelio Guardian? Okay. Auto gun. Is this armored body glove? Thrice Pioneer's Bracers. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill is reduced by 5 for 2 rounds. Stacks up to 6 times. So who is without? I guess yeah, this guy. Well, you can use that. So let's see. So what's the difference with these? I think they're basically the same. They just have different name and stuff. But her body glove, is it the same? Okay, it's the same armor. Maybe this is slightly better, like overall, like you know, less armor but more Ah, navigate. Stuff of Arcelio Guardian, so it has to be a navigator, I guess, to use it. As if it is as if painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with rough, furious strokes coming together in arcane shapes. While no one appears to be living in the cage, somebody is still filled the straw with dried fruit and fresh water.
The divine watches over us.
Yeah, we don't need these. I guess then do we still have to fight against Felek? Rogue Trader, you came back! You hear the equal parts confusion and frustration in Felek's voice. And drag this monster along, good! Cassia flinches at the navigator's words and clenches her fists. Her sharp nails dig deep into her soft skin, drawing blood, and Cassia's face, however, remains dispassionate. Traitor! Be silent, monster. Is it not you who have been tormenting your subjects all this time? What are you talking about? I'm Cassia Arcelio, one of the heirs of House Arcelio. I'm not a monster, and I will have you know that I have never tormented anyone. I have spent my entire life on Urak 5 in the company of Felek and Theobald, and both remained in good health up to this day. Cassia nods at Felek angrily. I do regret it now. I see the acid green rings of deception constricting you. Felek's been lying to you, just like he's been lying to me this entire time. Oh yes, about that. Felek Arcelio shrugs awkwardly. Forgive me this little lie, Rogue Trader. You served the noble cause of liberating House Arcelio like no other, for which I will forever be grateful. We would have become close friends in another life. Liars like you, sir, do not deserve to call themselves shrines of the dynasty. Abelard reaches for his weapon. Not that anyone has extended such an honor to you. However, the house's reputation must not be jeopardized by your testimony. The girl is a curse on all Arcelio. She is the legacy of Tisiphone, a beast who kept the entire house chained with fear, killing indiscriminately for any trace of dissent. I had to break the shackles of tyranny. It's nothing personal, I'm sure you understand. The eye on the navigator's forehead opens wide. Hide behind Cassia. I beseech the Emperor, shield me against this evil. Words get stuck in your throat and your hands refuse to obey. The hatred of Felek overwhelms his entire being. How how dare he betray you, his mentor, his house? You hear a woman scream as if from afar, and the veil of other conjoining emotions fades. You think I'm a monster, Felek? Fine, have it your way. The guy just walked through.
I will cast you into eternal darkness. You dare cross the faithful?
So wait, did Felek die or is he just down? Okay, let's go. You can go there. You can go there. I guess he can probably charge those guys. She's the first one. So Felek is already dead, I guess.
Anything else? But of course,
He's not dead yet. I don't know. Let's help Cassia.
At your back and
Oh, she's just gonna. No, she used leadless stare, whatever that is. The leadless eye. Let's see. Is there like a convenient?
Doubt is for the.
We hit, but they didn't die. Wait, we can't use run and gun for some reason. Let's
As
use
the
this.
Emperor commands, I act.
Break their morale. Follow my lead.
Onward! Can I fall
Ow.
back now?
She fell down. Ow, ow. Ah, it's Argent's turn. And now she can use run and gun, so maybe let's try to kill these guys.
Nothing can escape the Emperor's justice.
Okay, that's good.
I'll do it. As the Emperor
Just shoot
commands,
this guy.
I act.
Nope. Let's just use this to protect Idira on the ground. Oh, come on, man.
The Emperor commands. Rejoice.
Okay, at least we killed somebody.
Follow my lead.
Oh, nice. Abelard, I guess he can charge this guy.
indeed.
That's a nice damage. Oh, he can't move anymore? Okay. I thought it didn't count as an attack. Can we shoot somebody? No, it's too far away. Whatever, let's just use
Victory is imminent.
this and
It
that.
will be done.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Try to die with
Okay.
grace at least.
Bring it down. Wait, he can't move. I don't really understand, like, why are these turns like different and stuff.
I cannot comply. I can't allow myself to do this.
So we cannot move, we cannot... I guess I just have to quit, stop the turn. End the turn, that's the word. Argenta, she can at least move, which is good. Still, no, how about here? Can she? Oh yeah, should. go here.
I refuse.
I wish there was like a run action that you could move more if you don't actually like, you know, if you don't attack or anything.
Is nigh.
As far as I know, there isn't anything like that. Okay, let's use
May my wrath be
momentum
thy
attack,
undoing.
heroic action, whatever it's called.
Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
Okay. No,
won't
we
suffer
can't
this.
do any more. Okay, Idira got up.
Cover me.
How
Okay.
low can a man sink in the pursuit of power? Is your hatred of me really so strong, Felix?
Cassia's ruby eyes fill with bloody tears as she looks the traitor in the face, and your heart is racked with unbearable grief. Would you explain what just happened? You killed Felak just by looking at him.
I've never... I did what ought to be done to renegades of House Orselio. You need not worry, rogue trader. I have no such power over the lives of ordinary people.
I do not care. I'm not afraid of you, yeah.
Not many people would dare talk to me like that. You are very different from the rest.
Forgive the urgency, but we should leave the station immediately. The systems are unstable, may fail at any moment.
But this is my home. What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House Orselia at the earliest opportunity. No. Oh, yeah. My son is reading a book about a kid pooping. If you wish to leave the station alive, you must sign a contract. Are you willing to take to serve as my navigator until I release you from that obligation?
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Your Act 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship. The lady navigator ponders your words for a short while.
I am afraid you leave me no choice, Lord Captain. I agree. Now take me to your vessel.
We got a navigator. So I guess we can still, before we leave, we can play with the lab, but maybe I will do that next time. So I will save, I guess, Cassia. New navigator. And I'm gonna end the stream here, but yeah, we finished one dungeon, as it were, which is nice. And I am Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching, and bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. My son said bye bye, but now he refuses to say it again.